Welcome everybody to the Proposed District Plan overview presentation. My name is Katherine and I'm the Policy and Planning Manager here at Kaipara District Council, and here to talk to you today about a couple of things to do with the district plan. For those that haven't been involved in our consultation events today, this is a great opportunity to see what we're up to, and hopefully we'll have a series of videos for you to watch if you want a bit more detail. So I'm just going to launch into the presentation that I've prepared. And the first slide is just to explain what's happening with the district. Many of you will know that Kaipara is a fast-growing district. This diagram in front of you here represents the growth hotspots, or the yellow areas there. You'll know if you've been in the Kaipara for a little while that we did some spatial plans back in 2021, and that has informed the work that we've done now on the proposed district plans. You'll see on the map as well, obviously we've got the Northland to Auckland corridor, which if anybody's been listening to the news knows that the New Zealand Transport Agency are looking to extend the highway through our district up to Whangarei. So that's going to be a large driver for bringing more growth to Kaipara. So what we wanted to make sure is that we've got enough housing and business development happening in the district to serve the needs of the district for the next 10 to 15 years. So what I'm about to show you will be no surprises that reflect the growth of Kaipara, and hopefully today you'll get a little bit out of the presentation to understand what the key changes are. Now, one of the first key changes that I just want to mention that will be new for many of you watching is that Council have proposed a new area which is called the Mangawhai Hakaru Managed Growth Area. Now, this is something new. It wasn't identified in the spatial plans, but it's to basically reflect the rate at which growth is occurring in and around Mangawhai. Many of you will know that there's been a large number of private plan changes in the Mangawhai area. And so Council's response to that growth is to just try and slow things down a wee bit. And you'll see in our subdivision provisions that some of the subdivision activities have been given a higher activity status to reflect the fact that Council wants to apply a bit more rigour to those consent applications. So that will be something that people will want to submit on, and certainly if you want to know more about it, get in touch with us here at Council and we can guide you through that. Now, just a quick note as well to remember that the private plan change applications that have been applied for have also been incorporated into the proposed district plan. So we're not leaving them behind in the old planning framework. They will be coming with us through the PDP. So you'll see them in the district plan. Now, the key changes, and I've used the map here of Mangawhai with the managed growth area. You can see the red jotted line around the outskirts there. The growth in and around Mangawhai is obviously one thing we've looked closely at with the managed growth area, but it's important to note that we have consolidated the 3 residential zones that we'd proposed in the draft plan to become one single general residential zone. So that's reflected in the yellow that you can see on the maps. We've also consolidated the 2 rural zones from a general rural and rural production zone into one single general rural zone. So that's the green area, the lighter green area that you can see on the maps there as well. And we've also included areas of rural lifestyle zone. That's a new zone that's not shown on this map, but it's an orangey colour. And that is reflected around all of our townships across the district. We also have included heavy and light industry zoning in many of the towns across the Kaipara. So keep an eye out for those. Those are the purple, light purple and dark purple areas. And that's just to provide obviously those opportunities for economic growth as well as obviously housing and development, which we want to see across the district. You'll notice also that we have removed the settlement zone, which was proposed in the draft plan. And we've included the addition of 3 new open space zones. So we've got the natural open space, which is for our reserve areas, open space, which is for our parks and recreation areas, and then we've got the sports and active recreation zone, which is for the for our sports fields and golf courses, etc. And I've already mentioned the private plan changes there. And so just to give a bit of an overview of the areas that we're talking about, I won't go through these individually, but you can see on this slide that there are some significant increases in zoning across the Kaipara district. And just on that, we know that we have more capacity planned in this proposed district plan for the 10 years that's required. But there is a very good reason for that, and that's because the central government, many of you will know, the RMA is going to be repealed soon, and Kaipara just wants to make sure that we're in a good position moving forward, that we're not just meeting our 10-year plan review, but we've actually got enough to comfortably move into 15 years if required, given we don't know what the changes from the government are going to be yet. Here, hopefully on your screen, you should be able to see the Kaipara District Plan Review website. So we've got the District Plan Review page where you come to see the plan, and I'll jump in there in a sec. But just while I've got a couple of minutes, just so you know, there are a bunch of fact sheets on this page. So these are across all the different topics that relate to the proposed district plan. So check those out. We've also got the Section 32 reports, which the planners have put together to justify each of the topics that you'll read about in the district plan. So if you want some bedtime reading, these will certainly put you to sleep. But they provide the justification and understanding as to where we've landed and why we've landed in those particular topics and zones. Now, jumping across, there are some FAQs if you want to check them out, but the most important page I wanted to mention today was to come to this page to make a submission. We've got till the 30th of June for submissions. You can either log into the ePlan and register and do your submission online, or you can download the PDF Form 5 there. Just make sure that you do use the Form 5 so we can accept your submission. It's really important that you fill that in. If you need any help, and I'll mention this again, we do have a chat to a planner session that is available and bookable on here, which is 15 minutes of time with a planner like myself or one of the team. And we do have the Friend of the Submitter service as well, which you can access online by booking here as well. Now, just to quickly take you into the plan so that you can start browsing at your leisure. If you come into the district plan, you'll see you've got an area where you can view the text or the map. Now, I'll just quickly show you the maps. I will provide a bit more of an overview in another clip at some point soon, just to take you through the zoning individually. But today, just so you're aware, you can find all of the towns and communities on our maps here, and the text is available there as well for you to read. So this is where you find the zone chapters, specifically come down to part 3. And if you want to see the zones, just click in there. And then part 2 is where you come to view all of the other district-wide matter chapters, and I'll talk some more to those as well in another session. But hopefully that gives you a comfortable overview of where to find things. And obviously there's a submissions tab here that you can use to log into the ePlan. For those that are comfortable, you can type in your address. It should bring up your property. It'll tell you what zone you're in. Again, if you've got more questions, please do use our chat to the planner service so you can get your submissions in by the 30th of June. All right, so that's all I was going to present today. Thanks for your time, and hopefully this has been a helpful little video.